Good morning to all of my CWA Local 1168 members. I know how hard you are working every day. There's not enough staff. Working conditions are very difficult. I am so proud and honored to be your president, and you guys amaze me every single day how you're able to get through these challenges and still provide excellent care to our patients. I want to speak directly to you. We put out a lot of emails and updates and text messages to get you to go to our website to read our updates. I'm just going to change things up a little bit and just do a voice recording here with me just talking directly to you guys. Staffing, the staffing law that was finally passed is completely dependent on the enforcement coming from the bedside caregivers. If we don't report when we're short, the Department of Health will never know, and the law will not get enforced. So thank you for filling out those forms every time that you're short. This includes the non-CSC areas also. I want to be clear, we are still fighting to include all job titles into the CSC law, and we will continue that fight. And that is why we are asking non-CSC areas of the hospital to report when you're short. We want to give our elected officials and the Department of Health the information and the data to prove that it's not just nursing and the nursing department, it is all departments that are functioning short-staffed. And we all must come together to be able to provide good care for our patients from the time they enter, diagnosing them, providing the care that they need in the treatment. So I am encouraging people to keep filling the short staffing complaints out. On November 30th, we took all of that information, and all across New York State, hospitals did a huge drop on the Department of Health. Thousands and thousands of complaints were submitted to the Department of Health. And because of that, last week, the Department of Health came into Millard Fillmore Suburban Hospital to do an investigation. They met with one-on-one with staff, with no management, no union leadership in the rooms, rounded completely through the hospital, and took all the information that you gave them. And thank you for not being afraid to speak up and tell the Department of Health what your working conditions are, what the staffing is every day in your departments. Then they met with administration management separately without staff or the union there. And then they met with the CSC committee, and you have staff that you work with side by side that sits on these committees and union leadership that was in these meetings. I was in the Millard Fillmore CSC meeting with the Department of Health. We spent over 2 hours. We were scheduled 1 hour, but we spent 2 hours sharing information and dialogue. They then asked the hospital and the union for more information. So what happens now is the Department of Health will take the interviews, the rounding, the complaints that we sent in, and the additional information they requested, and they will examine it all and have a report, hopefully within the next 3 or 4 weeks. I don't know the exact date, but as soon as we have that information, we will share it with each and every single one of you. So I want you to continue to fill the short staffing forms out. Just remember, when you're short, report. Just make it part of your daily routine, and we'll keep this fight going. It's the only way. This law will not get enforced unless we do this. And I know I personally have been involved for 25 years working to try to get a staffing law in place. We can't let it just fall out and be a law that's on the books that's not enforced. We cannot have that happen. So what I'd like you to continue to do is, and I'll keep saying it, when you're short, report. Also, you could stand up to staff up. On the back, we have stickers that people have placed on the back of their name tag. So all you have to do is scan the code and the form comes right up and you get to report. We're trying to make it as easy as possible. We will continue to give updates. We'll continue to do recordings like this to keep you updated. And we'd also like you to look in Facebook for the groups and look for CWA 1168 members only. Join that face group. And a lot of our updates that will be internally to just members only will be there also. And then we can have dialogue around stuff. So please, all you social media people, please join us on our Facebook page or Facebook group, CWA 1168 members only. Thank you for all that you do. Keep up the good fight. And when you're short, report.